If you're looking to list your property on booking.com, I've got you covered. I'm going to show you all the details and I'm going to show you a trick to get more bookings for your listing. So let's check it out. So you're in booking.com, you've landed on this page over here, you have created an account presumably, and now you want to list your property. So obviously we're going to go up to the top of the page. You can see here it says list your property, and we're going to just go ahead and click on that. Now once you've clicked on that, it says continue your registration. For me, because I have just created a listing, so I haven't completed it yet, but we're going to just go create a new listing. All right, this will allow you to start from the very beginning, all the details from the start. So here you get to get started. You could choose the type of property you want to list on booking.com. So let's go ahead and say homes. We're going to say list your property, and here we can choose either the entire place or a private room and tap on continue. Now at any point you can just hit the back button if you've made a mistake, and you can just redo the previous step. So here you want to choose a property category. So let's go holiday home. Let's say continue, and we are going to go, if it's a one holiday home or if it's multiple holiday homes, we can just say one for now. Let's tap on continue. Of course, this information should be accurate to your specific listing. Also, we want to know one holiday home where guests can book the entire place. Is this correct? We're going to say yes, this is correct. So once you're in this page, it says, where else is your property listed? So I'm just going to go, my property isn't listed anywhere else. Of course, if it's listed somewhere else, do add that in there. And we are going to then go into the next space over here. So it says, what is the name of your place? So let's go and give it a name. All right, we got Bella Villa. That is our name. And then we're going to go and click on continue. They also have some tips on the right-hand side as to what the name is used for and how to make one. And then we have the point where we're going to add in our address. So let's go over here. We're going to go number 78. Where are we here? All right, we're in Germany. Great. Okay, so let's grab our address here. Let's say continue. And we are going to now get into this next page over here. You can connect to a channel manager. So if you want to connect this listing to your channel manager, you can do so. You can say no also, that you won't be using a channel manager. Let's just go straight from booking.com and do it all here. Here we get to add where people can sleep. So we can see over here, bedrooms. It says we can go in there and we've got single beds, double, large bed, king size, and a super king size. So we can just add how many beds we have in there. There are some more options. You can see there, maybe there's 2 bunk beds. That's fantastic. Of course, this is all sample data. None of it is real. So you can see, you can also add your sofa beds. Please don't try and book my accommodation because it's not real. We can also add some other spaces here, as to where people can actually sleep. So there we go. Got 2 single beds there. Great. That's a lot of beds. All right. So you can also add another bedroom. Let's say, you've got a single bed in your kitchen because you're close to your food. And here you can add how many guests can stay in your place. So I'm just going to say 10 because all the other beds, obviously, just for show. You can also add how many bathrooms there are. Let's give them a couple bathrooms because one bathroom between so many guests, it's not going to work. Do you allow children? Yes or no? Do you offer cots? Yes or no? And then how big is the holiday home? So you can actually do it in square meters or square feet. And this is optional. You don't have to add this in here. You may not actually know what that information is, so you can skip it. Also, what can guests use at your place? So you can see here, private bathrooms, family rooms, spas, baths, general stuff like air conditioning, free Wi-Fi is a must, electric vehicle charging station, great. Cooking and cleaning, there is a kitchen, there's a washing machine, entertainment, you can add some stuff in here. Of course, this needs to be accurate so that you are putting up a listing that is actually real. We're going to go and tap on continue here. We can see here also, are there services at your property? So you may have a property where you offer your guests breakfast. That is awesome. And then does the breakfast or is the breakfast included in the price that the guests are paying? So you're going to say yes, it is, or no, it isn't. And then what kind of breakfast do you offer? You can choose a couple options here. So you can choose more than one. Let's say that you have different styles. You make breakfast for different types of people, different dietary needs. And then you move on to parking. Is the parking available to guests? Yes, it is. It's free. Do they need to reserve parking? No, they don't. Where is the parking located? It's on site. And what type of parking is it? It's private. So let's go and click on continue. We're going to go here and we have the language that you or your staff will speak. So we're going to say English, German, of course. You can add some additional languages here. And we're going to tap on continue. Here there are some house rules. Now, in my opinion, house rules are important to maintain the integrity of your property. So if parties and events are allowed, you're going to tap that on. If smoking is allowed, you're going to tap that on. I'm going to say no. I don't want any smoking in my house. Also, do you allow pets? No, no pets. You also get to choose your check-in time and your check-out time. So maybe, some people are checking in early. Maybe some people are checking in more towards the afternoon. It depends on who is checking in, when your guests will be checking in, more or less. You can set that up over there. I'm going to leave it as is for now. I'm going to tap on continue. We move over now to your host profile. So you can help your listing stand out by telling potential guests a bit more about yourself, because of course they're going to be staying at your property. So it would be nice to know a little bit more about the host, of course your property, and then also the neighborhood. So you can say host, the property, the neighborhood. You can add all of this information in here, and then you can tap on continue. For now, I'm going to say none of the above. I will add them later, and you can just tap on continue there. And here we are looking for some photographs of your property. So of course, the more you upload, the better, but we are having a minimum of 5 images uploaded. So you're going to click on upload images, make sure that they are in JPEG or JPG, and then also you can add them in PNG. They need to be a maximum of 47 meg each, which is massive, so that's fine. And then I'm just going to use this again as samples. You can now also just choose your main photo. So I'm going to choose this one over here. It'll have the little orange border around it, so that's great. And then you can go ahead and tap on continue when you are done. So how you receive bookings, all right? So there's a bunch of information here that you need to just go through. And then how can guests book your holiday home? So they can book instantly, or they need to request a booking. Now, they do recommend that they can book instantly. It just makes the process a whole lot easier. Once you've set up your listing, then it's easy for guests to literally just click the book button, and that's it. So we're going to go now, and you can choose how guests can pay for their stay. So you can have the online option where they make a reservation on booking.com. Booking.com will facilitate your guests' payment with payments by booking.com service. You can also use a credit card at your actual property. So how it works is your guests will pay through booking.com, and they can use PayPal, WeChat Pay, or Alipay. And there's a bunch of other options. What you need to know is that there is a payment charge over there. And there's also a guest cancellation free over here. So if you want to learn more, you can just go ahead and tap on that. But for now, we're going to go ahead and click on continue. Here, you can choose what cards you will charge at your property. Okay, so here you can go, whatever is going to be available. You're going to go and click on continue. Make sure that those are available in your region, of course. And here we are going to now deal with the price per night. Okay, so how much are you charging per night? Let's go ahead and charge a ridiculous amount. And you can see there is a 15% booking.com commission. That of course needs to be added in there. And then also you can get attention with a 20% discount. So of course that's what it's going to look like over there. And we are going to tap on continue. Here you have rate plans. All right, so you've got a standard rate plan. You can see all of the details here. So, for example, you're 12% more likely to get bookings if you set lower prices for smaller groups of guests. So you can edit this, you can change it all, you can give discount to smaller groups, you can give discount to larger groups. I mean, you can do as you please. Let's go ahead, let's just say save. We're going to leave it as is. Once we're happy with this, we can also see that there is a non-refundable rate plan. You can edit this. There is a weekly rate plan. You can edit this, and you can set it up so that you can appeal to different types of guests with different needs. Once you're done, you're going to click on continue. Here, we are going to choose our availability. So when is the first date that guests can actually check in? We're going to say as soon as possible. You can also set a date if you haven't actually set up the accommodation itself. And then if you want to sync your availability with another website, you can do so. You can just tap on yes. You're going to actually paste the link for that website right in over here. And then if you want to allow more than 30 nights stay, you can say yes or no. But for now, I'm just going to say no. If you do say yes, you will have to add the maximum amount. So obviously, if it's short term, you want to keep it short term. Let's go and click on continue. And now we have to put in some of our legal information. So we're going to go according to the local short-term rental regulations, blah, blah, blah. You have to go ahead and add in this link over here. Also, who's the property managed by, a private individual or a company? And then what type of residence is it? Is it a primary or a secondary? I'm going to say secondary. And I'm going to tap on continue. Now you need to add the license number in over here. So make sure that you do add this in. Once we're done, you're almost finished. This one last step. It says you just have to review and complete now. So if you are a business, then you tap on business. If you are an individual, you're going to tap on an individual. If you are adding business, you're going to add in all of your business information. If you're tapping on individual, you're going to add in all of your individual information. So you're going to go ahead and this needs to be your first name, your middle name, your last name that is on your ID card, including your email. And then we have the residence of the contracting party. So we've got country and address. You're going to come down here and you can see a bunch more information, which I suggest you read through. You need to certify that everything is correct. You have to certify that you've read, accepted, and agreed to the general delivery terms. And then you're going to tap on open for bookings. What a process, but guess what? You're going to make tons of money with your new listing on booking.com. I hope this was helpful.